Alright. Hey there, YouTube. Dubs Rider here. And I hope the audio is coming through on this. Sometimes I'm a little worried about the audio, especially now that I don't have the touring shield on here, but this will be the final ride on the Honda CTX1300. I got a farewell video that I got to get posted up, and it's kind of one of those talking head videos where I talk into the camera for a little while. It'll be my first time actually in front of the camera for you guys, and you know, I always have a whole lot of issues with that. Like, I'm just an extremely introverted person. It's kind of hard for me to not feel weird about getting in front of the camera. But it's something I want to personally work on and do for you guys. That way I can up the quality of my videos and make them a little bit better. Always trying to work on improving the videos that I produce. So hopefully you guys have been liking the how-to instructional videos that I've had on this bike. Spent a lot of money on lighting and the camera setups, and a lot of work actually goes into those productions, but I do that all because I want to make good product. I figure if you're gonna do something, you might as well do it right. But documenting the final ride here on the Honda CTX1300, and not going to go into crazy detail about what drove me to this decision or all of that, because I'll have a separate video that I'll post on that. But I wanted to have a final vlog on the old girl here. She's been good to me. It really is hard to let this bike go. I really do enjoy the bike. I think that's with any motorcycle. I mean, I really love that Honda CBR250R until I got my Goldwing, and then I really liked the Goldwing until I got this. So I think it'll be the same way with this one, but it really has been a good bike. It's been a good learning experience for me. She's performed well. I've had absolutely no issues with this bike at all. It's pretty much just basic maintenance. Get on it, ride it. Don't even think about it. And I love that. But at the same time, I'm a person that likes to tinker. I want a little bit more abilities to tinker. So I've got about a hour ride down, hour and 10-minute ride down to the dealership today to pick up my new bike, which is quite the fiasco, but that's either here nor there. But I figured I'd give you guys, or bring you guys along on the ride. Anybody that's looking at picking up one of these, I don't caution you really at all. It's a phenomenal motorcycle, and I would love nothing more than to keep this in the garage with my new bike. It's just finances don't really allow for that, so there's always more goodies than money, I would suppose. So if finances would allow, I would keep this bike right alongside my new bike. No cautions at all with that. And hey, what do you know? Maybe somebody will pick up this bike and I'll get to see this exact bike with someone vlogging on it. I really hope that happens. You know, I want to know that she goes to a good home. And I probably could have gotten a little more money on the motorcycle with trade-in. But the value of these motorcycles is just kind of bottomed off, and I've learned my lesson now with buying the first model motorcycles, first model year at least of a new motorcycle, right as it comes off the showroom floor. That's not actually something that I will do again. And actually, in fact, the bike that I'm picking up is kind of a gently used bike. It's still bone stock, no modifications or anything, but it's only got like 4,000 miles on it, so maybe it was a demo bike or something like that, or an extremely rich person had it. I don't know. Still got some inspection to do on it, make sure that everything checks out. But yeah, I kind of learned my lesson with getting a brand new model year with a brand new bike, especially when it comes to how fast motorcycle values can change. And even, I mean, that goes with anything that you buy. You don't really buy a motorcycle or even a car as an investment, because they're never going to go up in value unless you're investing in like really old collector's items or something like that. But most of us, you know, like me, I don't have the money to invest in collector's items, so most of us, our car values are going to go down. And you expect that to a certain extent. It's just part of the game. You gotta pay to be able to ride and have fun. And I didn't really expect the value of this one to go down as much as it did. Man, is it windy out. Jeez. Sitting here at the stoplight here, and it's like the wind's just blowing me over. It is windy as all get up. If that girl back there was actually looking to turn, or she was sitting in the turn lane. You know, it's one of those ones where I think people get really confused. It's one of those lanes, but you know, as it's coming towards you there, the left-hand lane is the straight lane. That's where you go straight. The right hand lane coming that way is the lane that you get in to go straight, and the left lane there, as you're coming that way, is the turn lane. So I think people always get really confused there, and they look like deer in headlights when they're sitting at those lights. I don't know. Reading signs is hard, I suppose. Ban traffic laws, they're very difficult. But yeah, I figured I'd bring you guys along for the ride. And even as windy as it is out, this bike tracks really well. She handles really good. A little bit cooler out today, which I don't know, never freaking fails, I swear. You know, it's like yesterday I'm working, and even the day before I'm working, and it's like 75 degrees out, sunny as all get up, and just beautiful days. I mean, perfect days to be riding. And So Monday and Tuesday, exactly those same ways. And Wednesday, you know, which is today, it drops down to like 33 at night, and it takes us till like 1 or 2 to get up to 50 or 45. I think it was actually 45 degrees when I left my house. I mean, it's just baffles my mind. And then I go back to work tomorrow, and right back up to 67 degrees. You know, Friday is going to be 80 degrees. And then you go into Sunday and it's back down into the 50s. I mean, it's just incredible how bad the timing is for the weather this year. I can't even discuss that in my last vlog. I mean, it's just like clockwork. I can look at my schedule, and if I'm off, I can guarantee you it's going to be crappy out. I don't know exactly why the weather guides are against me this year. But I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully the year does shape up and I'll be able to put a ton of new miles on this new bike. I'm really hoping I can. And I'll be bringing you guys some videos of mods and stuff as I do them to the bike. Definitely something that I look forward to and actually enjoy doing. I enjoy kind of wrenching on my own bike, and as long as it doesn't get overly complicated to the point where I feel like I'm going to kind of destroy my motorcycle, I have no problem wrenching on my own bike. In fact, I rather enjoy it. And I think that's probably a lot of us in the motorcycle community. You know, we really do enjoy wrenching on our bikes. That's where I picked her up, right there. That's where I bought the little girl. But we really do enjoy wrenching on our bikes, I think, for the most part. And just doing small things here and there. And I'm sure there's always a select few that don't enjoy it, but I even enjoy it on my vehicles as well. You know, I've got like a little project truck that seems to take up more time and money than it's worth, but I really do get some enjoyment out of doing stuff myself and tracking down the parts and seeing how it all comes together when I finally get it done. And you know, a lot of times I learn a lot from that process too, because I'll try anything once. You know, there's been some times where I had my truck all tore apart and I'm staring at it in my garage there, and I'm like, oh, what did I do? Like, there's no way on God's green earth that I'm gonna get this thing back together and I'm gonna get it back into running fashion again on my own. And I'm just looking at it, I'm just frustrated. And what I'll do is I'll take a couple days and I just won't touch it. I won't do anything with it. I just leave it sitting there. And you'd be surprised just how, like, when you get that frustrated with something because it's not going the way it's supposed to, and you know, YouTube doesn't have the exact right video out there that can tell you how to fix the problem that that you're looking to fix. And to be completely honest, I'm gonna have to actually pause this vlog. I ran off and forgot my wallet. Ugh. Anyway, I'll come back at you guys a little bit later. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Alright guys, welcome back. I swear, if anything else could go wrong with this whole process of getting this new bike, God, I swear, I can't believe I left the house and didn't grab my wallet. I never do that. I swear I never do that. Like, it almost makes me wonder if this is something that I shouldn't be doing. I mean, it's just the process has gone that terrible for me. I don't know. I guess only time will tell, but luckily my wife's gonna meet me down there with it and bring it down for me, so. Luckily. But, and I don't even remember what I was talking about, and I think I was somewhat wrenching on bikes and trucks and stuff. But it's definitely something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy tinkering as long as it doesn't get too overly complicated. I'm not going to be fabricating parts or, you know, building stuff to make something else kind of thing, but you know, I have no problem using tools and getting myself out of a jam if need be. And YouTube's been incredibly helpful with that whole process. You know, there's just tons of people out there making videos and writing up posts and YouTube and the forums and that kind of stuff. And really, that's why I started making videos, and it's just kind of grown for me into a passion and something that I really enjoy doing. But that's really why I started, is because, you know, I started looking at a lot of the videos and stuff that are out there, and I'm like, hey, I've gained so much from this community. Gained so much insight, I've gained so much enjoyment from watching the videos. I've gained so much for this community that I think it's you know, only fair that I invest some of my time and try to give back to the community itself. And so if you watch some of my early vlogs, that's really why I got started in motovlogging and shooting videos and stuff, and it just kind of flourished and blossomed for me into something that I genuinely love doing. You know, if it doesn't feel like work if you enjoy doing it. And it's not easy by any means. There is a lot of work that goes into it, a lot of studying, a lot of stuff you gotta work through. But I mean, it just is rewarding when I get comments of, you know, how helpful something has been or how much somebody enjoyed something. It makes it kind of worth it. I don't know what this person's doing. Like, I swear people are just kind of on a whole different level today. But yeah, I figured I would document the final ride on Janet here. And that's kind of what I nicknamed her, as Janet. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I have absolutely no idea why, but kind of document some of the final time I'll spend in the saddle with the little girl here. So not to bore you guys with the details, I'll probably bring you in a little bit later and as I get closer to the dealership and stuff there, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Alright, hey there YouTube. I'm coming down to the last probably 10 miles or so before I get to the dealership. I didn't really realize how nostalgic I would be about this whole process. It really does kind of pain me to see the old girl go. Oh, it really does pain me. Really, truly has been a great bike. And I figured I'd bring you guys along. I think I'm about 9 miles out or so. And we'll see if this actually, this transaction will actually take place. You know, I got the, it's kind of weird, I got a check in my pocket. I did my own financing and stuff, which is a whole nother fiasco that I went through trying to get that figured out. But I did my own financing and stuff, and so I got a check in my pocket, but I guess there's nothing really saying I gotta hand that check over. I could always just call the bank and say, hey, we decided not to do the deal, so we haven't gone through final inspections on both sides, so I'm gonna take a deeper look at that bike, and I'm sure they're gonna want to look at my bike and verify everything, and a lot of it was done over the phone, so I'm not saying it's a final deal yet. I might actually be riding back on my bike today. It just depends on how everything goes, but overall I think it's a good decision in the long run. We'll see how this whole thing plays out. So I'll bring you in as I get a little bit closer to the dealership here. Alright, welcome back there, guys. I think I'm about a mile or so away from the dealer here, so figured I would bring you guys back in, and we'll see if this is the last few seconds that I'll have on no girl here. As I was saying before, I don't really know if the deal's not completely done yet. I haven't actually handed over the check. I just have the check in my pocket here. So the deal's not completely done yet, but we are coming up on the dealer here. Not that one though. Not Moston Motorsports, not that one. I don't even know if they're even open anymore, but we are coming up on the dealer here, actually. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. Yes, I am getting a Harley Davidson. So we'll see how this all goes. But yeah, I'll bring you guys back in after I meet with the guy here and see what's going. Alright, bye. Alright. Hey there, YouTube. The old girl's no longer mine. The deal went through, everything was good, so this will be the final time you see Dubs Rider on the CTX1300. Been a great bike. I'm really gonna miss her. Hate to leave her just sitting here all by herself in a Harley shop, but you know. But yeah, I'm gonna take you over, show you the new bike. I'll be right back. Bye. Alright. Welcome back there, guys. There she is. 2015 Road Glide. Crazy thing is, this is the one I test drove actually last year. You guys can go back and check out that video. But I did the walk around and everything on it last year. But this is the exact same one I test drove. And bought it from Kyle here at Real Brothers Harley Davidson. Great guy. Come down and check him out. Been selling me this bike for about a year, huh?
Yeah. Last August.
Yeah, it was last August that I was down and test driving it. So, yeah, I'm gonna kind of sign off here and get things situated, and I'll bring you guys back from the road. All right. Welcome back there, guys. I don't know how exactly this angle is gonna come out, and I'm kind of talking about that with Kyle there at the dealership. I don't know if it's gonna, you guys are gonna be able to look out over the road or not. I was trying to think back to the video last year and see how this exactly would come out, but oh man, I didn't think this would happen. These floorboards are comfortable. I'm not used to having floorboards or having my feet out in front of me, so it's a little bit different riding position than what I'm used to, but and not really used to having mirrors that I can see out of either, so that's kind of nice. But man, really nice. You notice a little bit different wind pattern. It seems like on my bike, especially riding it down here with the you know, shorty windscreen on there. I got the stock Honda experience from a windshield perspective, and I'm not used to having that 6th gear. But the wind pattern, man, it was just all the way down here. I could, you know, it's like free flowing. This one, the wind is kind of hitting me right around mid-helmet area, feels like, and wind's almost completely off my chest, so I got the new bike jitters, I guess you might say. I'm scared to death that I'm gonna like drop this thing or slide off of it, or I don't know. It felt really awesome on the test ride last year, but now that I actually have a loan on it, I have a little bit different feeling about it. So, but even with it being a little bit more windy out today, she does track pretty well. I suppose just like with any other bike, it'll take some getting used to feel comfortable on it. I just feel so out of my element right now riding it. Unfamiliar roads and unfamiliar bike. But you gotta love that drone, that Harley drone, that sound. Love that sound. Yeah, I figure I'll bring you on the first ride. Here's the first couple minutes here that I've had the bike, and I can tell you that the heel toe shifter thing's got to go. Let's see if I can take that off. And ordered up the fuel pack controller and FP3, I think it is, and then I had just the stage 1 air cleaner to put on there. But so I'll be probably shooting some videos on that, or just give you some updates. There's tons of stuff online. I mean, it really is like easy to find anything online with this bike, so I don't know how many how-to videos I'll do. I might just do some reviews. But somebody's in a hurry there. I'm going 60, so until I get real familiar with this bike, I'm not going to be pushing it any further. So ask me if you may. But yeah, I'm gonna spend some time trying to get used to it and not worrying about vlogging at the same time, and I'll bring you guys back in closer to home, and I'll talk to you later. Alright, bye. Alright, hey there YouTube. And I got about 60 miles or so that I've ridden so far. It is incredibly windy out here today, which I think is maybe a good thing, because at least it lets me know how the bike performs in the wind. And really, I think it performs quite a bit better than my Honda does, actually. I used to get that whole little, like, blow underneath thing, where it kind of feels like somebody's gonna, like, tip the bike over sideways kind of thing. And this one, it still blows, but I don't get that jerky feeling when it kind of blows you sideways. It's almost like it's just kind of, it just drifts to the side and then goes back and drifts to the side. It's kind of bellowing along there. I'm definitely feeling a little more comfortable now on it than I was when I first got on it. It's a completely different feeling, like riding with your feet out in front of you. I've test driven several bikes where you've got your feet forward, but for some reason it just, every time I get on one after I've been riding my bike for so long, it feels so much different. I mean, look at that flag up there, and I'll show you guys. Maybe that flag will pick out on the GoPro a little bit better. But I mean, it is just tearing out here from wind. Just tearing. And she's tracking as true as ever. But yeah, it takes me a few minutes to get used to it. I'm still trying to learn where everything's at on the bike. I think to a certain extent, you just, like, blinkers and, you know, how far you need to lean over and all that kind of stuff just becomes second nature when you're used to riding a bike for so long. Like, I didn't have to think about any of that stuff. And that was a big gust there, but still, even there, it wasn't jerky. It just kind of drifts. But yeah, I didn't have to think about any of that stuff with my bike. I was solely concentrated on riding or vlogging or what have you. I was able to turn my GoPro on and off and not have to worry about it. I knew exactly where my feet needed to be in order to hit the brake, and the clutch lever was just a natural pull. Like, I didn't have, there was no guessing with it. Like, your hand just naturally went there. So it's gonna take a little while of riding this bike to I think maybe get a little bit more like second nature, and that's just, it comes with saddle time. I think that you just oftentimes you take the little